So hello, Flight Simmers, Two-Shot Cowboy here, and we're back at Barton Aerodrome in Manchester, and we're back in the I forgot what it is, a Cessna Skyhawk 172SP. I wondered for a while what version of the Skyhawk this was. I couldn't find out anywhere, but then I've noticed recently that it says SP on the yoke there, so I'm taking it that it's an SP. So we're going to get the aircraft turned on. We're going to get the engine started, and then today we're going to fly on VATSIM again, which we have been doing for a while, a few times. I've not flown on VATSIM for quite a long time, so it's I am making mistakes, so I'm hoping to try and get better at flying on VATSIM. I don't think I've done the fuel again. Just going to pop the parking brake on. That's the one, I always forget that one. So there we go. Yeah, I've not flown on VATSIM for a long time, and when I have flown on VATSIM previously, I've only flown on VATSIM IFR with airliners. I've not flown on VATSIM with VFR, so it's this is all a little bit new to me, really. It's making me having to learn new stuff, and having to keep finding out if I'm doing things correctly. I'm just going to check the flaps, make sure full extension is working. All looking good there. Ailerons and ailerons. Can't see out the back, unfortunately, to see if the rudder's working, but I can go outside. But it's funny, it never, when I go outside on that with that control, it never shows me the surface is moving. So I guess that's a bit of a bug. So what we're going to be doing today for takeoff from Barton is that, so obviously in Flight Sim Barton is an uncontrolled airport, whereas in real life it has its own flight information service. But we are under Manchester Airport approach. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be squawking a listening squawk and listening to Manchester Airport approach while we fly out through their low-level route through their controlled airspace, and then from there we'll may ask London Centre for a radar service after that. So I'm just going to do a VFR flight plan. So we're going to Tatenhill today, which is down near Stoke-on-Trent. And as usual, I'm using Sky Demon to give me that. So currently we're looking at Tatenhill. Tatenhill is EGBM. GBM, and we have, let's have a look, what are 3 hours of fuel on board, and our flight time is going to be 34 minutes. Our departure time is now, so that's going to be just going to check our departure time. I'm going to put 10:30 in there. Okay, and our route's going to be I'm going to file that flight plan, and then I'm going to go to get two com frequencies in here. I think they're both the same at the moment. So let's just adjust the comm frequency. So we want Manchester approach, which is 118.570, I think. I'll just check that in a minute. 118 57 118.575, that's what we have there, and we'll just swap them in, and our other one is going to be our Unicom frequency. That's going to be 121.80. Okay. To 1.8, 118.575. We're going to squawk. That transponder to on. And we're going to squawk mode C. And I think, well, I'm just going to zoom in, but I think that we've set on out there. Yeah, that's good. And as we get going, we will squawk the listening squawk for Manchester low level, which is, I shall just try and find that now. This is annoying. I had the information. Three 7366. So we're going to squawk 7366 once we get to the end of the runway, and then we will fly listening to Manchester approach as we take off and leave the traffic pattern, as there is no control on the airfield today. So we're going to start off at 1200 feet, and then we're going to go climb higher once we get out of the low level zone. The low level zone is a maximum height of 1500 feet. So I'm going to put a nav and my taxi lights on, and I'm going to say, and we're on 121.8. Yes, we are. Barton traffic, Golf Foxtrot November Romeo Hotel, type Cessna 172, taxiing for takeoff. Let's just find our 210 at 9 knots, so we'll take off at 8 right. Golf Romeo Hotel, taxiing for takeoff, 8 right, Barton traffic. Okay, I think we're ready to taxi. Let's go. Just got a little bit of dull. See if we can get a little bit of panel lighting. It's just a little dull there. No, it doesn't look like we can. There's that's what we want, just a little bit of that, so we can see our instruments. So sorry, again we're stuck in this position where we can't turn ourselves around very easily. which Flight Sim unfortunately seems to put us in regularly with this strange pushback system that then isn't available. So I'm just going to don't look at the fuel thing which we're cutting through there. And we now appear to be stuck in the grass. Flaps set for takeoff. And we're heading for the rather badly marked taxiway here. But at least we can kind of just about see it. Watch our speed as we're going quite fast. And I'm just gonna, my weather's just updated here and it looks like I'm taking off on the wrong runway, so just bear with me. I might have to taxi back to the other end, so I'm just gonna hold here. Gonna check Manchester ATIS again. Uh, 208 knots. Yeah, we should be alright here. I've gone completely far too far. My pedals have got stuck again. Ah! Just having to move my pedals now. Barton traffic, Golf Romeo Hotel, taking off runway A right. So we're going to pop on our lights, landing lights and strobe. And we'll go. Bit high there on the attack, a little bit high on the climb out there. Oops. Windy here today. Up to 1,000 feet. We're just going to speed up a little bit. rid of those flaps. Flaps up. And now we're going to pop on 7X33, and we're going to go on to Manchester approach. We're going to level off at 1500 feet. And we're going to follow the river down. Now we can see the river nicely in front of us there on the left, so that's our first reference point that we'll be flying, and we'll be staying below 1500 feet until we get to the low level route, and then at the low level route we'll descend 1200 feet. It's nice today. It's a little bit sunnier than it has been. Going to bring the power back a little bit, so we're just on the top end of the power there, and we'll lose our landing and taxi lights. Not to climb up above 1500 feet. Sunny. So I find it's much harder to keep this 172 in trim in Flight Sim than the 152. The 152 is fairly easy to trim, but this 172 seems to be a lot more difficult to trim. We're following our route nicely now anyway. Pulling back on the power as and where necessary. I think that half the problem is my yoke as well. It's very sticky in the central and wobbly in the central zone. I have had it for a long time, so I think it might be time to get one of those nice new honeycomb yokes. If anyone's got a honeycomb yoke, let me know what you think of it. So we are listening now to Manchester 118575, and we are squawking 7633, which is a listening squawk, so that they know that we are listening to them. And then in a second we're going to be approaching Manchester low level route, so we're going to be approaching that we're going to be flying at 1200 feet, and we have to be quite accurate with our flying for that. So I'm going to be trying to stay at 1200 feet.
Easy 99 Alpha, runway 23 right, clear to land, surface wind at 200 degrees 8 knots.
We're just going to bring ourselves down now to 1,200 feet roughly. Here now we're going to use the autopilot, I think, to kind of stay here, because otherwise it's going to be hard work to stay there. So I'm going to be use the autopilot there just to hold altitude, seeing as it's available in this aircraft. I'm going to just speed up a little bit as well, because I've come down in speed power there for the descent. So now we're looking for Manchester for M56 Junction 10. So on our left here is Stretton Disused Aerodrome. There's an industrial estate that you can see just here, and then the disused aerodrome is here. This is one of the first reporting points on the low level corridor. I'm not picking that reporting point today because it's very close to the boundary of the edge of the low level corridor, and at the end our next reporting point took us off the boundary. So I'm going to go just a bit further along to M56 Junction 10, and then we'll turn. In fact, once we get past Stretton Aerodrome, we can turn on the other side of the industrial estate and head down towards the south. So I have the display now on ultra settings, and actually looks pretty good. And in the small airports that I've been doing, I haven't noticed any change in flight in frames per second. Seems to still be pretty good. I mean, it's not the best it could be a lot better, but it hasn't made a massive impact in my frames per second, I think is what I have to say. And if anybody's interested, I said this on a previous video, I'm running an i4 from 2014, I think it's a 4770, an i7 4770, I'm pretty sure, a 4 GHz quad core i4, and I'm running an AMD Vega 56 graphics card. So I'm just going to adjust my heading now and go into heading mode. So let's just do that. Let's get the heading back to straight up.
Speedbus 505, leave Rosen heading 120 degrees.
I will leave Rosen 120, VFR.
So it's at my heading towards the south now. Should be 178 degrees to the next point, so should be pretty good like that. Maybe just a little bit back because now we're heading towards the edge of the zone.
Speedbird 50528, track miles, descent to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1013.
QNH 1013 and descent 4,000, VFR.
MSFS, Ryanair 661, holding Mike 1, ready for departure.
Ryanair 661, Manchester radar, very good morning, behind the landing EasyJet Airbus A320 via Mike 1, runway 23 right, line up and wait behind.
Final landing aircraft via Mike 1, 23 right, line up and wait. Ryanair 661. No, enough, we'll go around.
Easy 99 Alpha, roger, turn right heading, correction, easy 99 Alpha, turn right heading 020 degrees, climb to altitude 3,500 feet. Easy 99 Alpha, turn right, heading 020 degrees, climb to altitude 3,500. Speedbird 505, turn right, heading 170 degrees.
Right 170 degrees, speedbird 5.
China 661, apologies, I'm not actually sure if I'm able to see other aircraft at the moment. Has that EasyJet landed yet?
So it's very busy today on Manchester approach and departure. I think they're controlling everything. They're controlling tower as well, and then ground is a different controller. So basically,
Ryanair 661, by Mike 123 right, line up.
I'll line up Ryanair 661.
Speedbird 505, descend to altitude 3,500 feet.
3,500, speedbird 5.
So I'm just making some heading adjustments here with reference to
And Speedbird 505, turn right, heading 200 degrees, clear out approach runway 23 right.
We're pretty much bang on track on Sky Demon.
Turn right 200 and for the island 23 right, speedbird 5.
We're bang on height, so we're currently flying at what are we currently flying at? We're currently flying at 1,200.
Radar, this is 1185, passing flight level 100, with you in frequency.
Hello, 1185 Manchester Radar, very good morning information. Lima is current, it's vectoring for an ILS approach runway 23 right. Report your aircraft time.
Airbus A320 Neo, LL 1185.
Hello, 1185, thanks. Leave Trent, heading 340 degrees.
34 heading 0 degrees, sorry, LL 1185.
Hello, 1185, just confirm that's leave Trent, heading 340 degrees.
Confirm direct to Trent, LL 1185.
Hello, 1185, FM.
Sorry, repeat the heading, so I'm just new to that then.
Hello, 1185, that's leave Trent, heading 340 degrees.
340 degrees, thank you very much, 1185.
Easy 99 Alpha, turn right, heading 070 degrees. Ryanair 661, runway 23 right, clear takeoff, surface wind 210 degrees 9 knots.
Clear takeoff, Ryanair 661.
Manchester Radar, speedbird 505 is established takeaway.
2505, continue approach, runway 23 right, number 1.
Kind of approach 23 right, speedbird 505.
Easy 99 Alpha, turn right, heading 090 degrees.
So we're just coming up upon this bit of water here, Winsford Flash, and this is one of our reporting points, and we're passing pretty much directly overhead it, which is excellent.
Great, flight level 110 going to
We're going to make a turn to
Easy
139
228 Manchester Radar, very good morning, it's vectoring for ILS approach, runway 23 right, information Lima is current, report your aircraft time.
Just after we get past Winsford Flash, we'll be able to climb
Neo, clears for the LS
2,000 feet.
23 right, Lima. Information Lima, my bad. And good morning.
Then we'll be out of the Manchester.
Hello, 1185,
so
turn
we'll
left,
continue
heading
to monitor
310 degrees.
Longer, just till we get
310
out
degrees,
of
turn
the
left,
theatre.
185.
A bit of a bump there. So here's Winsford Flash just below us. I don't
Hello,
know
115,
what
to confirm
Winsford Flash is, other than
arrival
it's a bit late.
23
Maybe I should
right.
just go there and have a look.
Hello, 1185, yep, it's vectoring for the ILS approach, runway 23 right.
Or just 23 right, thank you very much, 1185.
And we're doing okay with the
Speedbird
weather today.
505, runway 23 right,
So
clear
we're
to
gonna
land,
turn
surface
to
wind
139
210 degrees 9 knots.
Okay, 923 right, speedbird 505, thanks.
Hello, 1185, descend flight level 60.
60, Return flight level 60, allow 1185.
So our next visual reporting point this morning is the town of Alsager in Cheshire. So we're going to continue here. And in a few seconds we'll be able to climb. We should be able to OK for climb now. So we're going to climb to 2,000 feet. Oh, bumpy. There we go, give it a bit of power. So climbing to 2,000 feet here will give us a little bit of extra altitude, but also still give us headroom for the 2,500
Right, 661, contact London Control 127.825, bye bye.
Quite windy.
London 127.825, runner 661, bye.
Back on the power. There we are at 2,000 feet. A little bit more clearance from the ground. Maybe a bit less bumpy. We'll be able to climb again once we get past Alsager. So this is Sandbach over here. Town of Sandbach, Cheshire. And I'm noticing at times that it's a little bit juddery, but other times it's absolutely fine. So I'm going to stay with ultra settings for now, and then we'll see as we go on. If we have any problems with them, then we might go back to high settings.
Manchester 9 Alpha, turn right, heading 190 degrees, clear Dallas approaching with 23 right. Easy 99 Alpha, turn right, heading 190 degrees, clear Dallas approach runway 23 right.
Manchester approach, Golf Juliet, Echo Delta, India taxiing for runway 23 right.
Golf Juliet, Echo Delta, India, Manchester radar, very good morning, hold mic 1.
Holding mic 1, Golf Delta, India.
LL 1185, turn right, heading 010 degrees.
010 degrees, LL 1185.
Easy 99 Alpha, speed 180 knots or greater until 60 ME.
Seabird 505 is indicated to the right.
Speedbird 505, welcome to Manchester, contact to the ground 121.85, bye bye.
121.85, Seabird 505. Thanks, have a great day. Thank you, service, bye-bye.
Golf Juliet, Echo Delta India, runway 23 right, clear takeoff, surface wind 210 degrees, 9 knots.
Runway 23 right, clear takeoff, Golf Juliet, Echo Delta India.
LL 118526 track miles, descent to altitude 3,500 feet, QNH 1013.
QNH 1013, descend to flight level 035 LL
Okay, so we're now clear of
L1185, just confirm
so
now that's
climb
altitude 3,500 feet.
3,000 feet, which
sorry,
we're going to do.
1185, sir.
Full power again. And I'm going to select
L1185, turn left heading 320 degrees, speed 180 knots.
320 heading speed 28 knots, LL 1185.
Hello, 1185, that's speed 180 knots, left heading 320 degrees.
Sorry about it, speed 18 knots and turn to 320 degrees, 1185.
Easy 99 Alpha, runway 23 right, clear to land, surface wind 210 degrees, 9 knots. Easy 228, leave Mersey, heading 080 degrees.
Leave Mersey heading 080.
Golf Juliet Echo Delta India, contact London Control 127.825, bye bye.
London
It's very
127.825,
busy
Golf Delta
today
India.
on Manchester, isn't
Hello,
it? Very busy indeed.
1185, continue that left turn, heading 270 degrees, cleared ILS approach, runway 23 right.
Turn left heading 270, clear to ILS approach 23 right, sorry, LL 1185.
So I'm just letting it, we've arrived at 3,000 feet, for some reason we're at 3,000
And LL 1185, speed
I'm just gonna bring the
180
power back
knots
again.
until 6 DME.
Roger,
I'm gonna
speed
lean off the
180
power.
knots until, repeat it, Jamie.
LL 1185, it's until 6 DME.
Until 6 DME, LL 1185.
Easy 228, turn right, heading 090 degrees.
290 is expired.
So we're just in a little bit of cloud here, which we need to keep away from, because we're supposed to be flying VFR. So I'm going to descend back down again, because we're going to be too much in the clouds. I'm just going to be doing to 7,500 feet to start with, and see where that puts us.
LL 1185, local radar is established.
LL 1185,
Can we
roger,
stay at
continue
2,500?
approach, runway 23 right, number 2.
Number 2, continue approach 23 right, LL 1185.
We're well clear of the cloud here. And we'll stay at 2,500 feet. And we're on track now towards, we're just passing over Stoke-on-Trent. So this is Stoke-on-Trent just below us. Looks great, doesn't it? I mean, I'm really pleased with the scenery here in Flight Simulator. It's given me a whole new appreciation for VFR flying rather than just doing IFR in Flight Simulator. So yeah, that's good.
Easy 228, 34 track miles, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH
And I think
1013.
what we'll do now is we'll just go back onto Unicom and we'll squawk 7,000 because we're out of there, and it's very busy on Manchester Control, so I don't really want to just sit listening to Manchester Control all day. When we get a little bit nearer to Tatenhill, we'll squawk a different listening code and we'll go on to oh, I've lost my drift. Yeah, I've completely and utterly lost my drift. We'll squawk a different listening code for East Midlands. Now the other thing that we need to look at is we need to find the A50. So the A50 is our reference road at this point. So I need to try and see if I can find the A50. That may be it over there. And basically we'll follow the A50 out of Stoke-on-Trent and towards Uttoxeter. So the town of Uttoxeter should be on our left, and Uttoxeter Racecourse. And Uttoxeter Racecourse will be our next visual point, if we can see it. It shouldn't be too far away from our line of travel. And then after Uttoxeter, then we'll be looking for basically Tatenhill. Should be completely in front of us. So I'm going to just have a look on Tatenhill information. Now I wonder if this is Uttoxeter here. Not sure. I don't think we're quite at Uttoxeter yet. I think this is the A50 below us here. So that will go off that way, we will go off this way. And with a bit of luck we will find Tatenhill. I think we're currently heading a little bit, this bit of water here is too far to our right. So I think we want to go a little bit more to the left. A bit more towards the A50. Like that, a couple of degrees that way. I do actually have the GPS here, that I can see the direct GPS route if I get too far away from that, but I can see I'm converging on that now, so I know that I'm okay. That's what I was able to put in Flight Sim with regard to using the planner. So I just put a couple of points in just to give us a rough direct GPS route. So circuits for fixed wing at, this is Manchester Barton. Let's go back to, let's find Tatenhill Airfield. Let's look at the approach information. We won't be able to call Tatenhill radio. So left hand circuits, and I'll check the weather. There's also a Tatenhill ADF which is 327, so let's just pop that in. 327. So an ADF is an automatic direction finder. Why does it not change it? That's interesting. Won't let me change the... Three, two, can't get the button to press now. 7, okay. There we go. So there we go. So now you can see on our bottom navigational aid here is basically a course showing me where Tatenhill is. So if I just turn left a couple of degrees, we should be bang on flying towards Tatenhill for an overhead join. A runway 826 is what we're intending. Probably runway 26, I would think. We're going to just get some weather. So let me have a little look at the METAR for Tatenhill. It'll be the East Midlands one, probably. So that's 200 at 12 knots. So yeah, I think we'll probably go with that. Yeah, 200 at 12 knots, so we'll go with runway. Oh, I've just added an extra point to my track by accident. Runway 26, yeah. Runway 26 will be our best option. So I'll just have a look what the listening squawk is for East Midlands. 4572. Let's have a look. Let's get the 83 East Midland. So they're saying QNH is 1014. That should be okay. Running use is 27 at East Midlands, and where is wind 200 at 13 knots. Yeah, so good headwind there, a bit of crosswind component, and we're going to squawk 4572. So we're going to go 4572, and we're going to tune East Midlands approach. Give it an ident so that they see us flash on their screen. Because we're probably not far off now.
Easy 82 Whiskey Alpha.
You've not been cleared to land yet. And that,
Okay, so it's 134175. I keep forgetting I have to tune this. One three four one seven five. There we go. So we're now listening, I think, to East Midlands approach, and we need to just turn our heading because we're just we've just overshot Tatenhill a little bit. So we're just going to turn ourselves around and descend down to 1,000 feet to join Tatenhill. So it's right here. So we're joining, we're a little bit high joining, so we're just going to do an orbit to descend. Tatenhill traffic, Golf Foxtrot November Romeo Hotel, descending dead side for landing 260. So there we can see the airport below us there. Doesn't sound like there's any other traffic. That's the runway there, 260. We're going to make a fairly small pattern here to avoid encroaching too much on East Midlands airspace. Flaps down. Tatenhill traffic, Golf Romeo Hotel, turning base, runway 26. Kind of overdone it a bit there. I think I've probably overshot the airport. Yeah, we're alright though, we're back on track. Just bit high. Lose a little bit of that. And there we go, a nice landing. And here we are at Tatenhill. Tatenhill? I keep calling it Tatenhill, but it's Tatenhill. We'll taxi off this way. Got my brake stuck again. And aircraft parking is over here, I think. I think I've gone the wrong way here. I'm just going to taxi along this way. I think aircraft parking is back on the grass over here. So it's not the prettiest airport in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So hopefully we can find a spot to park over here. Doesn't seem to be very busy. Maybe just somewhere here on this cleared area. There is a little bit of concrete there as well where they've got a pushback tug. Well, we'll park here because it says aircraft parking on the grass. Well, there we are. Thank you very much for joining me on this flight. We have arrived at Tatenhill Airport, and please come and join me again for another flight. It's Two Shot Cowboy out.